Generals, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the final match between Stormz and AsGArmi of the ACL League thing games that have been going on. The qualifiers, that's what they're called.
Well said. You're
Thank
amazing.
you very much. I didn't realize what I was saying until about halfway through that sentence. Today I am joined by...
Only Machine, as he had been previously. I haven't bowed on him just yet. I'm waiting for the perfect moment to make my heroic exit.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, I would. I would! So we do have, once again, Stormz as the... Wait, whoa, hang on. Slow down for a minute!
What?
Stormz is playing pink Zerg, whereas AsGArmi is now the blue Protoss.
No, I'm out.
No.
No.
I can't work under these conditions.
No, this is ridiculous.
Players swapping their colours.
Good
They're
lord.
probably random, but that's not the point.
Ugh, how disturbing. Anyway.
The point is, the map is Star Station.
Yes.
And this map is notorious for being rather large.
And kind of bad, in my opinion.
Well, hey, that's a pretty big claim.
It's just too big. It's
I
just
think
too
it's
big.
big. Yeah, I don't like the distance between the bases. It can make it a very slow game, a very macro style, which, you know, can be good, can be bad, depending on how it goes.
Now, you remember how I was talking about the WCS before? And
Yep.
I think it was Innovation versus Roro.
Yep.
Well, this is the map.
Oh, is
that
it?
I meant to, yes,
Oh,
because
okay.
what happened was, they
Yep.
basically went, oh, okay, we're going to both attack each other with our huge armies. So they did. And then they both lost their bases. And then
Hold up, that's a fast pull.
Whoa, that is a fast pull.
Yeah. Going 15 pull, 15, yeah, full pull before hatch rather. Generally you go for a hatch and then a pull. So actually quite interesting. The one time we see Stormz going for a very aggressive opening is the time it's on a big map on Star Station. And perhaps that's because he is sure, he's confident that AsGArmi won't get a scout off in time. It's harder to scout on a big map.
Yeah, I mean, if he can get in there.
Yep.
Did I just say get in there? If he can get in there.
Yep.
And just sort of harass him before he can get anything up, because I'm certain that AsGArmi will try and do some sort of macro play, because I mean it's a big map.
Yeah.
It's a very big
The
map.
problem is as well is that he's actually quite vulnerable to early link aggression because AsGArmi doesn't wall off with, you know, either gateway or forge opening. He leaves it all in his base and relies on the mothership core, which you can, you know, outmaneuver and you can abuse with lings, especially when you go for an early ling opener. So getting, you know, a couple of lings now, not really many, still going for his gas and his second hatch. So not exactly all in or anything cheesy like that, but it still will be a early hatch to do a lot of damage. But actually, no, he's going for early queen, so maybe it won't be quite as early as we were hoping for, but
Yeah,
we will see how it goes.
I still find it quite interesting that he's dedicated to these Zerglings, because,
Yep.
I mean, he went fast Zergling the last 2 games, and they weren't really that effective either time. I mean, in the first game, they were okay, but in the second game, they didn't do anything. They killed one probe that was just standing in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean, on a map like this, the fact that he's gone, oh yeah, I'll just send in some Zerglings now.
So
It's
there's
like,
militia
well,
core, but also the lings are in like 2 at a time.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I don't like his pushing with those lings at this point. I mean, I understand why he does it, because, you know, it's fast ling push, you know, if he's unprepared, then whatever. But, I mean, they haven't proved effective at all these last few games, so why shouldn't he just change it up?
What?
What?
That's a hatchery!
Why would you do that? It's obviously gonna... It's regenerating health at an
Wait,
alarming rate.
maybe it's to bait away the mothership core so the lings can come in and take down the probes. Where are the lings?
What? The lings are by the workers down the bottom. Are they? No, they're not. They're... What? Where are the lings? There are the lings.
I'm so confused.
What? Mind games all up in here.
Is he gonna kill a pylon? Maybe, probably not. I don't know, because like, if you're going to sneak a hatchery to like build forward spines, you want to do it like over here where it won't get scouted, because that was like, it was next to the freaking Nexus. I don't know. I don't know, man.
That didn't go well at all.
I'm not a scientist. I can't break down and analyze that hatchery. It was like, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good move by Stormz at all. That could be the moment that
Yeah.
he loses the game, really. In all honesty, that was terrible.
No, but I don't know. Is that a thing that people do?
I mean...
I've seen it once before as like a cheesy thing where you kind of like creep forward spines.
I mean,
but,
it is the final of this qualifier, so
Yeah.
the cheese isn't unexpected, but...
Anyway, so we do have once again another Roach Warren, and so the 4 gateways coming out of AsGArmi will not be effective if he goes for Zealot once again, but there are quite a few lings on the field.
I mean, this is This is really basically the same game as before.
Yeah, not swapping up much, because we are also seeing the Stargate followed by these 4 gates. So maybe he won't go for the aggressive Zealot Warpins, but maybe just go for like a really fast and kind of more focused Stargate play with the Phoenix with the Void Rays.
Yeah, I really hope so, because the Phoenixes really paid off last time.
They definitely did, yeah, by all means.
But, I just...
Stargate.
Damn
Robo.
it, Storms. Damn it, Storms. Why did you have to go for that early hatch and then put it so...
Oh, and that's force field. They're not losing this sentry, but it still is wasting force fields.
Yeah.
Not really wasting, I guess, but using up force fields. It's actually a pretty important thing to see very high-end games. You'll see Zergs try and bait out the force fields.
Yeah, because, I mean, if he runs out of energy, he can't use the force fields.
That's right.
And the force fields can be so effective and so important.
In like a large engagement, it can definitely add up. So we are seeing a 3rd base as well, going down from Storms. Good, cool.
Yep. Always good to have a
Excellent.
3rd base when he's Zerg.
Oh, right.
But not much creep spread.
Not much creep spread, not really,
Because
no.
I mean, it is a very big map, to
Yeah.
be fair, but at the
Yeah.
same time, not a lot of creep spread.
Will he get a 4th queen? No, just the 3 queens for now.
This is very like a, oh yeah, things are happening.
Yeah, stuff. Yeah, Phoenix, so no Void Ray this time, and that's because there are no Roaches coming into the base, whereas those past 2 games, we did see a very early Void Ray because the freaking Roaches on their way, and Void Rays are the ultimate counter to those Roaches.
Yeah, I'm pretty glad he's going for the Phoenix because
Yeah.
it definitely paid off. So I mean, it's good to
Phoenix is
see
so
that he's
good.
adjusting his game to victory.
Oh, there we go. I was where that came from. Yeah, Phoenix just took out an Overlord. So now,
okay.
2 Phoenixes on the field, he can fly around the map, he can take down some Overlords, do a bit of scouting information, and will we see a Hydra Den coming out of Storms? Not just yet, but
Not
probably.
yet. I mean,
Spore Crawlers though, yeah, cool. Good work.
there's really nothing happening.
Doesn't even have a lair, does he? No, he has a lair.
He has a lair?
Yep.
Well, he has a lair.
It's a plus.
Okay, so he's scouted the
Oh.
Phoenixes now, and it looks like the Lings are going to try and take out that pylon.
There's only
But
2, so he probably can't kill a queen. Not at least because there are spores, so he can't really kill queen under the spores.
yeah, those are some nicely placed
Oh,
spores.
he cancelled. Oh, he cancelled! I think, was it a muted spy or something? I think
I
he
didn't see.
cancelled something to delay the
I think
hide
it
the
must have
tech.
been, I think it must have been a spire.
Yeah,
Must have been a spire.
because you want to avoid being scouted, so he's probably going to just rebuild it again, unless it was like a misclick. But he did it just as the Phoenix were on their way,
Yeah, we are seeing Spire go up now, but
and there's so many drones being killed. That's a huge blow for Storms, losing all of these drones.
yeah.
Without
this-
energy though, so you can't kill any more.
I mean, Phoenix has really worked well for Army last game, so
Yeah.
there's no reason why it shouldn't work for him again.
But the Lings did actually clean up all of these forward pylons, and now they will kind of just make sure there's no 3rd. 4 Phoenix on the way as well.
This is a very slow, methodical, like, I'm just going to slowly beat him down until he doesn't have anything left.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot like, well, last game, not hugely.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
I can count. That's a lot of gateways.
That is quantitatively a lot of gateways. So,
Quantitative. Do you have a maths degree?
oh, look, I might have a maths degree.
All right.
But he's
so,
really...
yeah,
I
8
mean,
gateways. So that's a lot of gateways. So is this going to be a very kind of aggressive push? I would certainly hope so. Why
Yeah.
else would you go for 8 gateways?
Yeah, I mean, with Phoenixes, you can definitely pull it off because
He has a
Phoenixes
robo.
are just so good
Yeah.
with AA. So, I mean, why not?
Ooh, but not going for a warp prism. I was gonna guess to see a warp prism because when you have 8 gateways, it can be hard to get a really critical pylon. I mean, there are. Oh, that's a pretty good pylon actually. You could use that to destroy this 3rd base.
Yeah, that's pretty good placement of a pylon. I mean,
That's-
are there anywhere else?
No, they're all gone. He doesn't have anything left. But the Phoenix is, going to kill more and more of Overlords, and that's just doing so much damage because Storms went for the Mutas and not for the Hydras. So this Phoenix will be very effective.
This is
Oh, no.
Oh, he might be able to take out like a whole bunch of these drones just by lifting them up in the air.
Yep.
Just, I mean,
It's what Phoenixes do.
I know, but I mean, he's doing such a good job of working those Phoenixes, isn't he?
That's what happens. That is the problem when you don't go for Hydras against Phoenix. That happens. You just lose so many freaking drones.
And you definitely want to have more of a mobile army, given that Phoenixes
Yep.
are just so fast.
12 drones killed. Good work there.
Man, he's so good with those Phoenixes.
Yep.
I'm amazed.
Yep, not losing any to Spores or Queens or any kind of funny business like that.
Yeah, Storms is just sort of sitting back, just trying to get his macro up because 12 workers killed.
Yeah, I mean, 4 hatches is good.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
It's a lot of pylons.
Wow, why do you need that many You don't want to get Artosis pylon. Never.
But it's not actually powering anything. It's
No, it's
powering
not.
a Nexus and a gas.
No, you know what's powering?
Cannon. Oh, it's your cannon.
Powering
actually.
that one
Oh, that's actually, there we go. It's surrounding
okay.
cannons. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah. I'm sorry, Army. Don't judge us for being noob.
So he can judge me because I'm actually
Yeah,
like a huge
judge
noob.
him as much as
Not
you
so
want.
much you. Not so much you.
Yeah.
You're fine.
So Baneling Nest, 2 Evos, very a macro game from both players.
It's very slow, very like chippy kind of
Which
game.
is surprising considering there's 8 freaking gateways. So
Yeah.
when is he going to make use of these gateways? Because you gotta remember, like 8 gateways, that's an expansion and a half. If you're gonna spend that much, you want to make sure you actually make use of it.
Yeah, I mean, how much has Army actually seen at this point in terms of storms? Because he knows that he has 4 bases,
Yep.
but does he know like how big his army is or how?
I don't know. I mean,
how
he's
teching?
going for 7 mutas and 4 corruptors, so he's going to have a bit of an air battle, which usually doesn't go well for Zerg because Phoenixes are just so good against mutas. Because you can just abuse the slow mobility of corruptors and kind of engage the mutas, but he will actually lose his probe. That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, this.
The Zealot's actually not doing anything.
Well, I mean, they got surrounded. Who can blame them? When you get surrounded by Zerglings, you're not gonna win.
Actually, the other thing as well that we haven't mentioned thus far is that we do actually have forges from Army. And where are they though? Where's the forges? Well, he has 1-1.
He has 1-1.
He has 1-1. Yeah, on his ground army. So where's the forge?
Oh dear.
Oh, there, double forge. Oh dear. Yes, double forge is 1-1, so that's actually very effective because both of these earlier games, Army has not actually had any upgrades.
And I mean, it's really proved a massive weakness
Yeah.
in his game because every time he engaged like an army of similar sort of standing,
Take
he
out the
always just
queens, maybe. I don't know about that.
Oh, the Corruptors and Mutas go in for the kill!
Where did they come from?
Oh my god, that was...
Yeah, so Storm's actually being maxed out, and the majority of his army is actually going to be in the mutas. 29 mutas, and Army lost all of his phoenixes, so he's going to have a pretty hard time dealing with these mutas without any more anti-air, but the cannons will actually rip through all these lings. Very good, effective cannon placement there. You're not going to lose any of these cannons, taking all the lings. The roaches being way too slow. Bad formation there. So now the roaches will rock up, but not in time to save the poor innocent lings.
Yeah, and the Mutas are just sort of sitting back waiting for the perfect time to
That's
strike.
quite intimidating. That's very scary. Archons,
It looks
Phoenixes,
like
something.
Will the Death Ball go in to save the day?
Or will they just sit there looking pretty, eating cake?
They'll eventually go in to save the day, but no, then the Mutas will just run up that little cliff there.
And the mutas have upgrades. They have taking
Oh,
down
but-
4 gateways.
Unfortunately, he just...
And the Templar Archive, that's a huge, if he loses that Templar Archive, it's going to be terrible. No, he's actually committing to the Stalkers, but he will absolutely rip through the Stalkers, even with the upgrade Stalkers, they're not very effective. And he's going to kill all of his Colossus and the Mother. That's a huge blow, not looking good at all for Army. He's going to take down the Templar Archives as well.
Oh, that's terrible. He can't get Archons, he can't get High Templars, he's not in a good position, is he?
Oh dear.
No.
But do we see a, what am I looking for? The Fleet Beacon to get the Phoenix range. Fantastic. Phoenixes with the range are so effective, and with 3 Stargates, this is going to be a huge air battle between Mutas, Corruptors, and Phoenixes, I would say.
Oh, man. Well, Storms knew how to approach this Phoenix battle by just going, you know what?
Aw,
Mutas
man.
and Corruptors, that seems like a pretty good choice at this
just-
stage.
They're just doing so much damage, aren't they? Killing all of these probes. 105 drones to 52 probes.
Oh my
Golly
God.
gosh, this is not going well for Army. Having lost pretty much all of his units and most of his probes, but I think the Phoenixes may actually take this game if he manages to control them perfectly.
I don't know, it's 187 to 129 at this point.
Yep. And there's just so many freaking drones.
It seems unlikely that he could actually bring it back. If he can just keep pushing with them, which for some reason he's not. If he just keeps pushing with them, I'm sure he'll be able to pull
Yeah,
this
I mean,
off.
this third is so exposed.
Yeah.
I really don't know how Army is going to deal with these mutas. He's going to have to get so many Phoenixes, but they're already behind in upgrades. He's going to have to really make sure he keeps up in those upgrades.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. But I mean, Storms isn't really bothering to check what's actually going on down there. He's just sort of flying his mutas around aimlessly.
5 bases for Storms. He's getting more and more ahead, isn't he?
God, once you're ahead, you're ahead.
And yeah, that's right. And Army has stopped his upgrades, whereas we do have 2-2 going for the melee weapons. So that's quite effective there. And I can the mutas, but there are actually cannons and stalkers. They might not be very effective there. The Phoenix, will they get blocked? Will they get caught out of position? Actually, no, they will not. They will take out a lot of these mutas because they're faster and they have more range. They're actually doing so much damage to these
my-
mutas. Good control there. The Corruptors, it's too slow.
That Fleet Beacon did a magnificent job of increasing their range.
Yeah.
So now he can just kite them into wherever he
actually
wants
amazing.
them to go.
But it's just so time consuming and so micro intensive actually controlling the Phoenixes. But we have 6,000 minerals!
Oh my god, I couldn't see it
Woo.
over the mic. That is amazing.
Oh wow. Okay, so I think
I
Stormz
think-
is a bit of ahead.
Stormz is in a good position, shall we say?
Keep in mind he is at a very low gas count because mutas and croppers are quite gas heavy.
True, yeah,
But
he doesn't have a lot of gas.
If Stormz gets enough lava, which he probably has with 5 bases, if he loses all of his mutas, he can just max out on Ling. That's going to be so effective because there's just so many Phoenixes and Stalkers which are not good at all against these Lings.
He's only got 1 Colossus as well, which means that if he goes mass Ling, he could probably surround everything
Yep,
before the Colossus
that's
has
right.
enough time to deal with it.
That is correct, and we are seeing a hive going down from Storms. So I would say Ultralisk transition with that the melee upgrades and damage. So those Ultras could be very effective again against Phoenixes and Stalkers. That's kind of the ideal thing for.
Is he
Lings
going
and
for a
Ultras.
6th base?
Yep, he does what he wants.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. He's already got 6,000 minerals. He's got how many mutas?
A lot of mutas.
About
He has
30?
Yeah, 29.
That was close. That was close.
So I think it's going to come down to these Phoenix control has to be perfect, but there's just so many freaking corruptors that they'll just melt through these Phoenixes, no problems at all. And once again, the mutas will take down the probes, but the High Templars will not be able to storm because of the mutas sniping them down.
Yeah, I mean, if he can control those Phoenixes, he could take them down, but unfortunately, it looks like... Oh, wow, it looks like the Corruptors can actually just go in there. No, he's pulling back.
I mean, granted, Stalkers are good against Corruptors, so it's kind of an interesting battle of positioning of, you know, who... Oh, the Void Rays with their charged particle beam melting through those Corruptors. Oh my god, that's very effective. Now the Stalkers as well will catch up. They have Blink, so they can actually follow down those Corruptors. Maybe they're not. Does he have Blink? It says he has Blink.
He has Blink.
He didn't Blink, though. Maybe he already blinked beforehand.
Interesting.
6th base. Jesus.
Oh my god, he is just so far ahead, just in macro and army.
Stormz
He's
is playing this so well. He's not being greedy, and he's just doing what he needs to do. The Phoenixes can take out the probes, but not for long because the mutas are on their way.
I'm actually really impressed with Army being able to keep these Phoenixes alive for so long. This is insane. Like, I mean, he has the range to just kite them from
And the
wherever he
speed,
wants.
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, if he
Oh,
can
he's
just
getting
control
cornered!
it-
He's getting cornered! Oh no, but he will maybe escape through a weak spot, not losing pretty much all of the Phoenixes. That's a huge deal for Army.
Yeah, he's lost. He came so close to victory. So close to victory in that encounter, but no, they just trapped him.
Oh, Mothership Core! He could time... Wait, what?
He's a full-on mothership now,
Hang
my
on.
friend. He's a
Do they-
full-on mothership.
Did they get rid of, the toilet thing? What's it called?
Oh, the...
Vortex.
Yeah.
Is it not here anymore? They got rid of it.
I don't know.
Time Warp Mass Recall. There's no longer Vortex in the game. Whoops. Okay, well, apparently, there is no longer Vortex. They removed it from Heart of the Swarm. Oh, okay. That, I
mean,
was
now
hoping
we
for
have we have no Archon toilet, so I mean...
that. God damn it. This game sucks.
Oh, what's the matter with this?
Yep.
Oh, what's the matter with the devs?
Where are all the probes? None of them on this 3rd base at least, and now
Oh
in a
my
matter
God.
of seconds, the Nexus will go down.
That is insane.
But there's no Overseers. Oh, there's a lot of Overseers. Oh, wow. Okay, so...
Plenty of overseers. But
Yep.
he has so many mutas and so many corruptors.
And Void
that-
Rays as well.
Oh my god, this is getting insane. It's just a matter of numbers right now.
This push could well and truly still defeat Forced Army, but look at the Void Rays melting through the Colossus, and now the Cloaked Stalkers and Phoenixes are actually doing quite a bit of damage. The Overseers are detecting though, but still, all the Corruptors did go down to those Void Rays in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, this isn't looking good for Stormz right now, but Army is...
Look how much
he's not looking
losing.
good either.
But it doesn't matter because you have 9,000 minerals. You can lose everything and just not care.
Oh man, it's just... I am amazed that Army is still alive, to be honest.
Yep, so Storm's having lost all of his gas, but he's building 10 more Corruptors that actually look at his DTs. DTs are very good at melting through bases. And the problem is Army just doesn't have enough gas. He can't upgrade and build units out of these targets, so he only has +1/1 for ground units.
And it looks like Army's going to bring out a Tempest.
He's
which is
actually doing really well. Like I think
Yeah,
he might
Army's
do quite a
doing
damage.
amazingly well, considering that he had 30 mutas on the field, and he was just like, oh, I'll just get my Phoenixes out.
Storm needs more production, needs more hatcheries, more lava, because he has so much minerals that he can't spend. He's not actually maxed out as well. He really needs to get just so much lings.
Yeah, this is actually a really good place for Army to be.
I
Just-
honestly don't know where it's going to go.
I mean, he does have a death ball. That is true.
Death balls are good. We like death balls.
He's bringing up more Phoenixes to deal with all these air units.
No,
Although he's not kiting them,
Army!
and he's just going to keep losing them if he doesn't. There we go.
Nah, look, it looks like Army's like, I've had enough. I've had enough of your nonsense. Just kidding. Oh wait.
Is he gonna
push or is he gonna kind of
Oh, I
defend?
hope he pushes, because if he
Oh,
does...
mass recall. You can't defend mutas with slow stalkers and void rays because you're just gonna get out positioned. So I think Army should have pushed because because I don't think he's going to win this defensive and kind of macro game when Army is just so far behind.
I mean, at this stage, Stormz doesn't actually have that big of an army compared to... Stormz doesn't have that big of an army compared to Army.
Yeah, he just has float. So he's going to have to, you know, destroy 6,000 minerals worth of stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of spike rolls.
And he's only on 3 base. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing
He's on 1 base. He's got 1 mineral patch mining. Stormz isn't mining himself, actually. Wow, he has no income. Oh, yeah, this income's not much, though. So, actually, yeah, Stormz doesn't have much income. The Void Rays are just melting through the spines in a matter of seconds. Is Stormz going to defend this? No, it looks like Stormz is going to go for the base. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm really quite excited. How's this going to go? Where are the Ultras? Where are the Infestors?
Both players are just being insane right now because they can be, and that's what I like to see. Unfortunately, neither player is really going to get off that well because even though Army does have this humongous army with him, Stormz just doesn't have... Army's not really controlling the Phoenixes that well, but he does have Phoenixes, and that's the important part. Because Stormz might be able to take down a few things.
Well, there goes the entire income of Army.
Yeah, okay. Well, Army's now... But, I mean, Stormz has no army in his base.
Do we have a base race? Oh,
I think it's a base race.
I think it's a base race.
It's a base race, ladies and gentlemen!
Base race!
Oh, this is going to be intense. So Stormz is going in, just killing everything with Mutas. Army's going in, killing everything with Void Rays and Stalkers and Colossi.
Oh, mass
recall! No.
The Mutas not engaging. The Mutas have to stay away. So basically, neither player has income. We have 20 and 20. No income. Oh, this is intense.
Oh, this is the most even I've seen this battle in...
But the problem we have is that Army has basically no production. He's so supply blocked. And there's Mutas just have them build. The Mutas can just fly around, do what they want. And Army can just be like, can you please not do that because my stuff is slow. Phoenixes are fast, but there's just not enough of them. He has to really support it with his Void Rays and his Stalkers.
I mean, Army has the capacity to really control those Mutas and those Corruptors, but at this point, he hasn't really tried.
Yeah, I'd like to see some Infestors just to, you know...
just even things up a little
bit.
Just
to fungal down the Void Rays. I think that's very important because the Void Rays...
Ooh, he's going in with the... I think... He's starting to realize, I hope, that those Phoenixes are invaluable.
Oh no, they're walking into the Stalkers and the Void Rays. Will they get caught though? I'm not really sure.
No, they're going around just the last
I'm just so scared. Like, this engagement is going to dictate the game unless they just keep juking and just keep trying to harass the base without actually committing to an engagement. Oh no, there's no cannons here. The Lings will actually take care of that. But there is an engagement. The Mutas and the Corruptors will take down the Mothership core. So there goes the Time Warp, and that's a pretty big deal.
Oh, wow. Okay, so there's no mass recall anymore, and there's no cloaking anymore. So, Army's in a bad position.
The Phoenix is on the wrong side.
The Phoenixes are slowly being taken down.
I think Stormz has this, but Stormz does. Oh, GG!
There it is.
Okay. Well, wow, that was pretty intense. Not gonna lie.
God.
I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty intense.
A 38 second, well, 31 minute, 38 second game.
Yep.
Every moment. Oh my God.
There was just so many times where it's like...
It could really have just gone either way.
Yeah, Stormz and Army, both of them, they have to be so finesse and so delicate with the positioning of their air units. They don't want to get caught out of position, being unattentive, and just instantly losing the entire army in a matter of seconds.
Oh my God, it was just like, at literally any moment, if one of them engaged the other one, that would have been the game breaker.
Yep. So I think Army just not having a way of dealing with that many Mutas and that many Corruptors, because they're just too fast, they're too mobile, and the problem was Stormz just had too much gas.
What is actually amazing at this point is that Stormz is down to 2,000 minerals, so that's a good thing for Stormz.
I think he had 9,000 float, so like you can't really deal with that much Mutas, but I mean then again it is your fault for letting him get that many Mutas.
Yeah.
So amazing control from both players, but Stormz just, you know, his Muta control just being way too good for Army to actually deal with. But that was a freaking intense game, so bad luck to Army for not moving into the ACL qualifiers, and well done to Storm for making his heroic entrance into the ACL.
Woo!
Alright!
Everyone loves Stormz, right? Everyone loves Stormz.
Yep. So that was pretty intense, as we have said about 7 times, so I think that will sum it up.
That's how intense it was,
It was pretty intense.
Oh my God. Wait, do I get a free plug before we end this?
You can plug. Alright, fine.
Okay. Go to my YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/milkjuice with 2 O's to go see something. I'm not entirely sure what it is anymore. It's like a Let's Play kind of comparison thing.
It has retro games, so if you like old school stuff, it's actually pretty interesting. It's like a little
right now I'm doing Commander Keen and Dustforce just to sort of see how they're different? How they're the
spines.
same? Holy shit. How many spines are there?
All
My
the spines.
Oh.
Anyway, so yes, be sure to follow our channels because we like StarCraft. We make a lot of StarCraft videos. Anyway, so we've ranted long enough. So that will be this for today. I'm Orange Machine.
And I'm Milk Juice.
Bye-bye.